guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Shelty. You may know me as Brown Girl Does Makeup. Thank you for clicking on my video. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you enjoy the content and subscribe and like and all that stuff. And if you've been here before, thank you for returning. I really appreciate it. So today I'm just going to do a get ready with me, just a chit chat get ready with me. I'm filming in natural lighting, so the lighting may be a bit off. But yeah, I'm going to list everything down below that I'm using on my face. There are some affiliate links, so if you do use the links, I do get a small commission out of it, but if you don't, that's fine as well. So I wanted to film a chit chatty get ready with me video, so I'll be looking down here a lot because my mirror's down here, but I wanted to film a video because I've actually closed down Brown Girl Does Makeup, the website. I closed it down in June, and purely because of the cost of living issue. Really, it was really good doing it. I really enjoyed doing it, to be honest. It was sort of like my thing. I was able to be myself and just enjoy playing with makeup, testing makeup, you know, writing about it. And the writing element was the biggest thing for me because I struggle sometimes with like grammar and thinking of what to write and sentences, especially in a workplace setting, or sometimes personal too. Well, personal I kind of like just ramble on, but I wanted to really improve on my skills, so that's why I wanted to do the blog. I know blogs aren't really a thing nowadays because YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and stuff, but for me it was like, it kind of challenged me to actually put some thought into what I was writing, so that was really important for me. That's why I did the blog to begin with. I also wanted to meet new people online and socialize and do something that wasn't like a must. So the blog wasn't a must for me, it was something I really wanted to do. Whereas, you know, working a 9 to 5, you have to, for if you want to, you know, survive and stuff. So that's, you know, but that's why I started doing Brown Girl Does Makeup in 2019. But obviously with my circumstances changing, it became really difficult to actually write articles because I couldn't find a balance with Eliza and writing and stuff. So that became a bit of a challenge, and then also taking pictures, editing, and usually I would proofread my writing, and my husband would give it a second glance just in case I missed anything out. So it became really difficult doing that because one of us always had to be with baby, which is obvious, and whilst the other one can do something else. So that became a bit of a challenge, and also I'm not actually buying a lot of stuff. I'm actually trying to commit to a no buy, well, a low buy should I say, because again the cost of living crisis and our circumstances changing, and also a part of me just wants to enjoy what I have at the moment, because I do have a fairly large makeup collection. Well, I don't know anymore because it feels like everyone's got a large makeup collection nowadays, some bigger than mine, but I want to enjoy what I have, so I'm trying my best not to buy anything. But that's kind of gone down the drain because I have bought some stuff, but that you'll see that coming soon when I post about it on my Instagram. So if you're not on my Instagram, follow my Instagram, links down below. So yeah, I've closed it down, which is really sad. If you know my blog, you know what it looks like, but if you don't, I'll put something up so you can see what it looked like. And I want to transfer the stuff that I wrote on my blog onto Instagram in the captions, because a lot of the time my captions were, you know, new on the blog, check out the blog and stuff. So I need to go through over, like, I think I've got maybe 500-600 reviews. So it's gonna take a while to do all that stuff, and to be honest, I haven't even started yet. I've just been in a bit of a lull at the moment because I don't know, I think the whole being in summer and it being really rainy and overcast has been really testing on me. Like, I feel like, not just me, I think a lot of people are like that. I've seen a lot of people talk about this in their get ready with me's and things like that, where this weather that we're having, especially in the UK, has been really, like, disappointing, I would say, because, you know, this year Eliza's won. Last year we couldn't really do much because we had that huge heat wave, and we didn't see it being fit to do a lot with her because she was still new. She was only like 5 to 6 months during the summer, and she wouldn't understand things. So this year, where she's 1 now, well, at the moment she's 15 months, I really wanted to take her out to places, to the national parks, to the aquarium, and, you know, I mean, we can do the aquarium because it's indoors, but, like, I wanted to take her out. And, you know, if you watched my Sanrio haul, well, my purchasing cute things haul, I'll link it somewhere, you would see that I bought a picnic basket, a really cute one, and I bought that because I wanted to take her to the parks and do little picnics and stuff. But because of this weather we're having, I feel like we can't do half the stuff I wanted to do, because obviously indoor stuff is great, but because of summer I wanted to do more outdoor stuff because, you know, it's not as cold. Yeah, I wanted to do more outdoor stuff, especially in the UK where it's raining all the time. You can't really do any outdoorsy stuff during spring and autumn and stuff. So I wanted to really utilize this summer and try and do something with her, like almost every weekend. But it's been a bit of a bust lately because obviously we've had like down rain, a lot of rain. But also at the same time, I'm kind of grateful we're not having situations like wildfires or floodings and stuff like that, even though we're having loads of rain. So it's very, like, conflicting in terms of, like, how it's making me feel, because a part of me is like, oh, this is really sad, you know. And when we do have good weather on the weekend, we're usually doing something else. So that's been a bit of a downer, like, the weather. It's actually gotten me really down, I think. And also I feel like I've started working again. Well, I started in March, but I don't count March and April and a bit of May because there were so many bank holidays and I'm only working part-time 3 days a week. So for me, it worked out like I was hardly working through April, May. So June and July have been like my full-time, well, I wouldn't say full-time because I'm working part-time, but June and July I've had no holidays, basically. I've worked fully. So it's been an eye-opener because at first I thought I was doing okay. I wasn't really struggling with like watching Eliza whilst working and stuff because I was barely in work because of all the bank holidays and stuff. But now it feels a little bit of a struggle because I'm actually quite busy at work, and so is my husband. And what we do is he's in this room, he's set up everything because he works full time. So I said, you know what, you stay in this room, it's easier because it's constantly set up. And I'm in her room where I have my temporary desk and my laptop and stuff there. So being in her room isn't the issue, it's her not having the attention that's the issue, because when we're both busy we obviously can't give her the attention that she needs and wants and stuff. and she starts to play up a little bit, not so much though, like she's a really good baby, but what's making it worse is the teething. Because she's teething, she's struggling to communicate, she's in pain and stuff, so she throws tantrums, which to be honest is fair enough, because tooth pain is the worst. I hate it myself. So for her, she must be in, you know, she must be really struggling. I really feel for her, I feel sorry for her. And the worst thing is toothache is always going to be around. So yeah, so she's struggling with that at the moment. So that's been really testing, because at night it's a nightmare. Like getting her to sleep, one, is a nightmare, and actually her staying asleep all night is a nightmare, because she wakes up quite often. She wakes up like 3-4 times a night. Sometimes on a good day she'll only wake up twice, and she's a very bad sleeper. I think she just doesn't sleep. My husband keeps saying she's the worst sleeper in the world, because obviously she's in pain, I think, and also she's going through like a growth spurt as well, so it's really hard for her to manage all that, I guess. I've just been really tired, which has put me off from posting for a while. Like I haven't posted in a couple of weeks, I think, because I've been really tired. I haven't had the energy to edit, to post on Instagram, to do anything. All I've done is sort of looked at other people's posts and commented and shared and stuff, and done a bit of giveaways, entries and stuff, but I haven't actually done anything myself because I'm just so exhausted. Like I'm really exhausted. Having maybe 4 hours of sleep, and that being broken sleep at night, is so tiring. And she's not like what they call a Velcro baby. She doesn't attach herself to anybody. She just wants us to be with her while she plays, or, you know, does whatever, even sleeping. If I sit with her when she falls asleep and I stay with her, she'll sleep. She'll only wake up like once or twice. That's the good days. But if I move myself away and do other stuff, she'll wake up every half an hour, 45 minutes. And then both of us are alternating to go see her, to see if she's okay and what she needs and stuff. So that's been really like exhausting. And I've been wanting to do so much more. Like I've been wanting to film some reels and some shorts and stuff, because I want to test out my foundations and my makeup and see what's working for me, what's not working for me. I wanted to buy the pigment drops, the blue one, because my foundation seemed to be a bit yellow, some seem to be a little bit ashy in tone, and some seem to be too dark and some seem to be too light. So I wanted to buy like the blue one, the darkening and the lightening one, just to see like if I can work with the foundations that I have. I haven't had the chance to do any of it. Like it's been really difficult. And like last month I couldn't put up my empties video because I didn't do it. I just didn't have the energy or the strength to do it because I was so tired, and we got really busy with work and just general stuff, so we couldn't, like, I couldn't do anything. I feel like I couldn't do anything. I'm sure I could have just like powered through and done stuff, but being so exhausted, I just didn't have the energy to. And again, I think it's something to do with the weather as well, because the weather's kind of like making me feel a bit down, but at the same time it's also making me feel really sluggish. It's like almost when you're in winter and you just want a duvet day. I feel like that every day. So being back at work has been quite good. Like I don't want to say, oh, I wish I didn't have to work and stuff, because I don't actually mind working. I don't mind, like I'm super introverted, to be like completely transparent. I'm really introverted, and actually talking on my phone filming does give me a little bit of anxiety, but I'm slowly getting used to it a little bit. I feel like I'm doing a little bit better with that, and again that's another reason why I want to do the blog and stuff, so I can put myself out there and start being a little bit more confident in myself. So I think filming's probably the best way to go. I kind of regret not filming in the beginning, I wish in 2019, rather than starting a blog, I did do the filming, but also I wanted to test myself with, like I mentioned before, you know, my writing skills and stuff. So in a way, I gained some positivity out of that by actually realizing, you know, I can write when I put my mind to it, and I'm actually not too bad at it. And I don't know if my husband was just saying this, but according to him, my writing skills got a lot better, and you know, I'm proud of that. But what was I saying? I went off on a tangent about writing. So yeah, I don't mind working because I get to talk to people now, and a part of me is like, I need to start being a bit more confident in talking to people. Also, it's just nice talking to people because obviously I'm with my husband and Lisa all day long. We've been in that little bubble for quite some time, and it started off with the pandemic. We obviously went into lockdown, and we didn't go out and see people and stuff like that, and I was working from home all the time. And then restrictions were lifted, and I kind of did venture out a little bit, but not too much. Then I fell pregnant, and then I didn't want to go out because I was scared I would, you know, get ill or anything like that. And you know, thank God I've been relatively healthy, just had common cold here and there, and some slight changes to my body in terms of like pain and stuff since I've had Elisa. And obviously I've had a bit of weight gain since I've had Elisa too, but that's a me issue. I need to address that. That's not like anything else. I need to just address the fact that I've gained some weight, and I need to be a bit more mindful of what I'm eating and drinking and things like that. But yeah, so since being in our little bubble, I stayed stuck there, whereas my husband's been going to work as normal. Like, he works from home mainly, but when he goes into office, he's quite happy to just, you know, waltz into office and stuff like that, whereas I'm the opposite. I get major anxiety, but then when I'm there, I'm okay. And I've only done it once, to be fair, so I shouldn't really like complain or anything. I shouldn't really complain or anything because I've only done it once, and I've been really lucky in that they have actually allowed me to work from home still. I feel like I've just lifted all my makeup off where I was putting this highlighter on, but I don't want anything too heavy. So as I was saying, I don't mind working. I don't, like, obviously not everyone wants a 9-to-5 job, and a part of me is like, I don't really want to do 9 to 5. I just want to do my own hours. But at the same time, I do enjoy, you know, being around people sometimes, especially since I haven't really been around people in such a long time. So working isn't the issue, it's more trying to figure out a balance of how to look after Elisa as well as work, especially when it's really busy. That as well has exhausted me because, like, I'm trying to focus mentally on doing my job and stuff, and like obviously with Elisa and stuff in the background, so everything's like, there's little things that are getting to me, and it's becoming a huge thing. Well, not really a huge thing, it's becoming a big thing, and I'm trying to manage that, trying to cope with it, because it's all about adjusting and trying to think more mindfully about how you react. For me, I'm trying not to react as though my world's crumbling, and try to manage everything as logically as possible I can. So if it means that I don't do laundry, I don't do laundry. If it means I don't clean the house, I don't clean the house, you know, because I value the time with my family more than I value doing chores. You know, obviously cooking is a different story because we all need to eat, and she's very picky with her food now. Before, I used to be able to steam vegetables and give her chicken and vegetables and things like that, and which was better for me as well because I'm trying to manage my weight a little bit better. She hates vegetables now, so I need to start like making different things, and lo and behold, she likes her spicy food. Even though she's 15 months, she likes her curries and stuff. So I have to learn how to cook curries. I do cook curries, but I'm not the best at mum level, like my mum level. So I need to start learning and practicing and stuff. So I'm genuinely cooking more often than I'm doing everything else. And you know, my husband does take on a lot of responsibility around the house, so that's helping me out a lot. But at the same time, it's like I kind of wish we did do stuff like, you know, enjoy ourselves, because she's not gonna be this tiny baby, well, to the toddler, for long, and I really want to enjoy this moment. So like, it's really, everything's conflicting at the moment. Like, I don't mind working, but then I feel like I'm missing out on her. But then when I work, she needs attention, and it struggles, and you know, the weather and everything else, and it's like blah 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 blah. And I think another thing that's getting to me is, like, as I mentioned in the beginning, I'm trying to do a low buy or no buy completely. But I've been so used to buying stuff for myself for years now. Like, I've managed my money in a way where I have a little pot each month where I can spend for myself. But since being pregnant, even though I was working full time, I kind of put all my money into saving and baby stuff. So has my husband. He's kind of like we've been really strict with that. And obviously we bought a home and stuff, so all our money kind of went into that. And only like last month, I just kind of like went at it and buying stuff, because I really want to try things, and also I just want to feel a bit normal, where I'm like, you know, earning my money, I can buy a couple of things here and there and stuff. So I ended up doing that, and I don't have regrets. I did it a few months ago and I had huge regrets, and I returned what I bought. This time around I don't have regrets, because I feel like the last time I bought something that wasn't an essential was February, and I bought the matte lipstick in February, so that wasn't an essential. And we're in August now, you'll be seeing this video, and in July I was kind of like, I really just want to buy something for me, so I ended up buying some stuff, and you'll see the videos. You might have seen the videos on Instagram or on shorts here already, but I did buy a couple of things, and I'll have some videos coming up, and I do have loads of pre-film videos of my makeup collection which will be coming up, so those new stuff won't be showcased in there because they're pre-filmed. But if you want to see my collection, please subscribe. But yeah, so I think I need to manage myself a little bit better in terms of, like, you know, tiredness and wanting to buy things. So I just need to manage myself a little bit better. And I've also sat down with my husband and been like, okay, we're gonna plan days where we're gonna do stuff. If it's raining, it's raining. We will just have to do it, because I want to do things. You know, like, there's loads of things we can do. Go to petting zoos, we can go to this wildlife sanctuary that's local, you know, and there's like hiking trails around here, there's loads of parks and stuff. Obviously the parks, if it is raining, I'll be like, okay, let's try and find something else to do. And the hiking trails as well, because I wouldn't feel comfortable taking a Lisa when it's raining and muddy and stuff. But I guess petting zoos we can do. We just need some wellies and raincoats. She's got a raincoat, I've got a raincoat, my husband can use an umbrella if he needs to, you know. So I think we've just like pre-planned stuff, and we've decided where we're going on those days. And we can swap and change, I guess. If the weather is really crap, we can do something that we wanted to do a bit later in the year. Like I was saying, the aquarium, for example, is indoors. We can do that when it's raining or something. But if it's not raining, we'll do an outdoor activity. And also like pre-planning, dealing with still organising the house. We haven't, like, the house is fine, but because of lack of storage, it's really difficult to organize everything. I think in my one bedroom flat, everything had its space. There was like a piece of furniture and it had its stuff in it, and it was that space. Whereas in the house, it was empty. There was only 2 storage areas, and with that we had to buy and obviously bring our stuff as well, but it wasn't enough. So it's kind of like tackling each section of the house one by one, and there's a lot of things that I could actually declutter or donate, even sell on Vinted. I've got a Vinted down below if you're interested as well. because there's a lot of things that we don't use, whether it's clothing, shoes, accessories, household bits and stuff. And I feel like we just need to really sit down and be like, okay, this week we're going to tackle this area, you know, next week we're going to tackle that area, and hopefully by the end of the year we would have done the whole house. And you know, and I say a week even though it probably take like an evening when she's asleep to do stuff, but I think giving myself a week is the best bit, the best way to manage it. And the other reason why I haven't really been posting much and also been elsewhere, should I say, it's because I started an Etsy shop. I started doing flower arrangements, hatbox flower arrangements. I'll put pictures up here. So those are my hatbox arrangements. They're actually on sale at the moment till 17th of August, and I probably will do another sale again. So if you're interested, there's a link down below. But yeah, I loved floristry for a long time. Like I used to do floristry 2009 and to 2010 I studied floristry, and I had my own business coincide that doing floristry, and I really loved it. Prior to that, when I was like 15, I started doing arrangements for family weddings and stuff, and I did it on and off here, and I always gravitate back to it. So I decided to do a bit of floristry because I really enjoy it. It's really something. I think I'm gonna have to like pause and do my eyeliner, but I'm gonna try and do it whilst I'm talking. For me, it's very therapeutic, so I really enjoy doing floristry. It's my creativity coming out. So I decided to do something on Etsy. So as I mentioned, I'll link that down below if you're interested to see what I've made. My eyeliner's dried out a bit, so I need to rehydrate it. So yeah, so that's basically what's been happening so far. I want to know, is anyone else feeling some sort of way because of this weather and like obviously everything that's happening with like everything going up in price, food and stuff like that? Like I feel like, I know social media isn't a way to judge how people are living and stuff, because obviously they'll show the best side of them on social media, but I feel like everyone seems to be okay. Everyone seems to be living like there's no cost of living crisis. So yeah, let me know how you guys are feeling. Really, I think the best thing to do is chat about your feelings, really, get it off your chest, and maybe you can find some clarity whilst you're talking, because for me, I've kind of figured out that I do need structure in my life. Yeah, so as I was saying, I need structure, I need a bit of discipline as well, because I'm not motivated to do stuff when I'm feeling a bit low, and I need to motivate myself to do stuff, so that way I don't feel even worse. Let me know how you guys have been feeling and what's been going on and stuff. I need to update my Linktree link to not show my blog anymore because obviously it's shut down, and also update some other stuff on there, but it's going to take time. Like I mentioned, I just need to find motivation and time to do all these things, because most of the time if I'm editing or I'm filming or anything like that, I try to do it either super early in the morning, especially if I'm trying makeup and stuff, so I can have a whole day's wear test or something, or I do it really late at night if I'm filming something like an empties or anything like that. And I will eventually film some videos about like some of the makeup I've recently purchased. Well, I say recently, but I'm talking about 6 months ago, and just talk about how I feel about them, whether it's for me or not for me and stuff. And like I mentioned before, I do want to start trying out my foundations again, with the mixing pigments and stuff, but I explain it better in the foundation video. So please stay tuned for that. If you want to see that, subscribe down below. So I'm going to put some lipstick on, but I'm actually going to put it in a different video. So if you want to see what lipstick I put on, please check Instagram reels or subscribe down below and see my shorts. I'm going to just do a little short on lipstick I'm going to wear. Also, I hope everyone just takes care of themselves, check in every now and again, do a bit of reflection, see what they need to change, and you know, like maybe adjust, should I say, in, you know, with the way everything is and the way the world is and stuff. So yeah, just like look after yourself, do a bit of self-care, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, bye.